Alright, thanks for clicking on this video. We are out. Where am I looking? We are out of the fun house, and I got over $200 here. Don't want to brag. Made good time. Just woke up a little while ago. I guess I was speeding. Speed kills, kids. Don't do it. We are back at the Kane County, world's largest. I don't know if it is. I'll just say world's largest because it sounds better. Where am I looking? Toy show. Do I need toys? No, but it's Sunday, it's rainy, what else is there to do? Let's look for toys. I'm going to show you some of the highlights. Then we'll go back to the fun house, and I'll show you the few things that I bought with my big cashola here.
Very interesting. Right off the bat, we have some Teletubbies from the 90s. Tinky, Winky, Dipsy, Lala, and Po. I used to have the Po that you pulled the string, and people swore he said, "Bite my butt." Masters Universe Eternia playset. If you have the money, that'll be fun for you. I don't know a kid alive who actually kept them, and the plastic is unbelievable that some of these are still on card. This would be great to own someday, a nice shootout hockey game. Who didn't wear a pair of underoos? So many Star Wars things here, like always at the Chicago Toy Show. So much. Look at this, $2,000. I only had it. Looking into this case, I find the Luke Skywalker I'm looking for. I'm going to shop around and see if I can find him for a slightly better price. More Star Wars things in the boxes. These cool Tarzan figures. I pity the fool, don't buy this game. More wrestling stuff. I got out of the wrestling. I've sold a lot of my figures on eBay through the years, but it's always nice to look. Nice play set there. I was hoping that was the Canadian Love Boat play set, but it's not. Shrinky Dinks. Really cool stuff. Nice stack of 8-tracks. Leading off with the Bee Gees. More figures here. Nice Elvis figures. Hunka Hunka Burnin'. I don't need it. Found some Shearer stuff for the wife. I love my wife. Do I love her for $800? I'll pass. Sorry. Always interesting what people bring. This person brought Floby. The jokes we used to tell about Floby. Life-size Anakin. That's pretty cool, but I don't have room for that. And next to it, life-size Darth Maul. Again, very cool, but do I have the room for this stuff? No. The Beatles plush toys. That's pretty cool. And some more music stuff. Here's vintage. Crew was never better than this era. Look at that. Those are cool, but I'm not going to pull the trigger on that. Some 8x10s of Elvis and Margaret. People go crazy for Anne Margaret. I never saw the appeal. I think she jumped around like a spaz. And some more G.I. Joe and Star Wars things. Up here, look at that Winnie Pooh record case. Might as well look through some records here and see if there's anything I could put in that case, but kind of have all the good stuff. Don't like Grateful Dead. Don't need any more classic rock. Have the good stuff ready. All right, I'll pass on this. Back to the fun house, take one. All right, we're back at the fun house. As you saw, we got some toys. We spent some time there at the Kane County Chicago Toy Show. Like I said, July show is a little smaller. They do April, July, October. April, October is more than what you saw there. July just seems to be the two main halls, which is still more toys than you ever want to get. Right off the bat, we'll get this out of the way. The wife couldn't come this time, so I got her Justify ornament by Breyers. This guy was selling his late brother's collection of all Breyer horses. Justify is, of course, a Triple Crown winner, 2018. Not easy to do, win the Triple Crown, 3 races. We were just in Kentucky. If you watch my other channel, Brian's Are for Animals, we do a tour of a retirement home for thoroughbred horses, which includes a few Kentucky Derby winners. Pretty cool. And I also got her this, Gentle Giants from Breyer. Because at one point we, oddly enough, came across a Frisian. We adopted a big Frisian from a horse sanctuary, Sir Lancelot, and we had him for his last year or so of life, and oh, I miss that horse every day. What a great horse he was. First thing I saw right off the bat in that haul was this little statue here of Chicago's Picasso. Of course, Chicago Picasso was unveiled to the city of Chicago in 1967. This came out a few years later, 1970. It's a 7-inch little statue. Kind of cool, right? Now, I did some research. I paid $10. He had it on a table of things. He's just like, I don't know, whatever you want to give me for it, whatever. And I do have a few Chicago Picasso statues. It's my favorite art sculpture. I like Picasso first. Second place would probably be Sun Voyager up in Reykjavik, Iceland, and for public art sculptures. And yeah, Chicago. I've just always liked it. I've always liked the imagery. It's featured, of course, in one of my favorite movie, The Blues Brothers. When they drive into the city of Chicago, they park right there next to it. And the only thing I could find is Etsy had one, and it sold for $265, and I paid $10 for mine. I'm not selling it. But yeah, $265, so like that's pretty good. I guess either there weren't a lot of these made, or they're just high value art. I don't know. I got this shortly after. This was $5. I took a chance on it. I always get board games. I never really play them, but I figure it's fun anyway. I love the Go here. I haven't been in a few years now. I went twice in 2021 when there weren't a lot of crowds and stuff. That was an amazing time. I'll probably never have great time like that anyway, because there's hardly any crowds being in 2021. And yeah, Walt Disney World, unbelievable place, great place, not cheap anymore. But so this is the board game Magic Kingdom. Came out in 1972. Like I said, you only asked for $5. I opened it up, saw a few pieces. I don't know, complete or not, but after laying it all out, I would think it's pretty, like, I don't know, 95% complete. Just a little few things here and there, perhaps a few cards that aren't there, or little standees for the player pieces. But yeah, I'm really happy. Can't wait to play this. Let's see. We also got, this is one of the few figures I was actually looking for. I'm not really trying to find any more vintage Star Wars figures. I have a ton on the wall. The few that I need was at the last 14, last 15, I don't know. They're really expensive ones. But this is Jedi Knight Luke. And if you have a, I guess it was snap-on cape, it's more expensive. I don't know. I just wanted him. eBay, anywhere from like $60 to $160, depending on what the paint, you know, if he's got his nose scratched and all that stuff. He had $105 on it. I said, how about 100 cash? He said, for sure. So this is Jedi Luke. Get a good picture of Jedi Luke there. Of course, Return of the Jedi at the time, when us kids went to see it. It's the only one I really recall seeing. I saw all three as a kid growing up, obviously, but Return of the Jedi is the only one that I specifically recall finishing my chores. I had to paint our front chain link fence that was at the end of our driveway, and had to finish that first, which painting chain link is just splash zone. And then my father took me to see Return of the Jedi, and it was like my third favorite, and I thought, man, can Star Wars get any worse than this? Oh, it has. It's got some great recent stuff, but also some of the Aqualite, the recent one. Oh my, oh, good lord. So yeah, Return of the Jedi, because there's so much more Star Wars to pick from. You ain't so bad anymore. Those Ewoks seem pretty cool nowadays, don't they? I got this, some women, I always love the toy show because you never know what else people are going to bring to the toy show. Like you saw, some albums I flipped through. This woman had CDs for $1. Marilyn Manson's greatest hits, artists I've never seen live. I've seen stuff on YouTube and heard all of his hit songs, stuff like that. So I figured for $1, throw it in my iTunes and all that. What is his name? Brian Warner from Florida turned himself into Marilyn Manson. Made a lot of money. Now he looks like a mess. Winnie the Pooh record player. This was $20. eBay, yeah, I think it was about $20. Usually see the 45, which is the smaller case. That case I had that one for a long time. I have quite a bit, I have like 20 of those, of like Star Wars, Winnie the Pooh, Marie Osmond, Welcome Back Kotter, all those kind of display cases for my 7 inches. But this is the 33 RPM 12-inch case, Winnie the Pooh, and Tigger 2. So yeah, I don't know, I like Winnie the Pooh. Hey, there's a soft side of me. I'm not just this cool, edgy guy. I have a soft side, and that soft side says Winnie the Pooh. Let's see, what else do we have here? Oh yeah, last but not least, because I didn't really buy a lot. I brought 200, and I pretty much spent 200. Shrinky Dinks is something I've told people about. Whenever I talk with people like about old toys and growing up in the 80s and blah, 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 I'm like, oh yeah, Shrinky Dinks. And people are like, well, I know like Light Bright, but Shrinky Dinks? And I've had to explain Shrinky Dinks so many times, and people are like, you're full of it. What is Shrinky Dink? You're playing with a stove? Yes. You had little pieces of plastic, you drew on them, you put them in the oven. Yes, that's right. Kids in the 70s and 80s played with ovens. Our parents were fine with it. That's how we weeded out the stupid people. That's the problem with today. We live in a stupid-free kid world, so kids are allowed to be stupid and then carry on. But there, you were dumb, you burned yourself, you started evolving and learning. It's a good process. But Shrinky Dinks, little piece of plastic you heat up in an oven, stove, whatever you want to call it, and boom, it shrinks up, and it mostly kind of sort of turns out the way you want it to look. I had like a superhero Shrinky Dinks. I don't know if there's a Kiss one or not, but pretty much every little cartoon or thing had its own Shrinky Dinks. It came out from the Color Forms people who made the cool Color Forms. But yeah, this is an unopened box. I could not find... so we had 45, I said 40, we agreed on 42. I could not find a sold one on eBay to kind of compare the price to see if I got a good thing or not. But people have individual Shrinky Dinks they sell on eBay for like 12 or 15 or 20. So yeah, to get all of them, you know, I'm not going to open it up. I'm just going to display the box. But yeah, 42 bucks, I'm pretty happy with it. That's the Shrinky Dinks. I'll show a picture of how they look, finished product. But yeah, it was fun with the oven. You're in the kitchen, you know, it's fun times. Hey mom, can I put this on 200 or 400, whatever it was? Sure, have fun, play in the oven, then go outside. Kids had to go outside. Go outside, play. There's traffic, just go out and play. Don't sass talk me, you go outside and play where there's traffic. I had a great time at the old toy show. Looking forward to the October one. Like, you know, I have crap all over, so I'm very choosy in what I buy. I'm trying to get rid of stuff so I'm not too cluttered down here in the funhouse. But let me know in the comments below if any of these strike up a memory of toys you've had, or if you went to the Kane County Toy Show and what you picked up. Alright, thanks for watching.